Today's a work day. I am currently working on my own startup. I'm just working on building V0 of the product just to kind of get it out there and see if there's actually a want. Freezing today. It was really cold in our apartment, so I did not want to get out of bed. I've got a few things to share with you guys. Felt really like therapeutic today for some reason. I don't know. Chores speed run. Here we go. To the beach for like 2 days, and then I come here and there's just a mound of sand on this side and on this side. I don't know what they're planning to do with it. I used to never be a witch hazel stan, but I've been using it a lot for the last few months, and it's especially made such a difference right now, like in the fall and cold time, because my skin around this time usually gets so dry and like kind of peels. This year, I think this has been like the differentiating factor. Like I noticed a difference in how hydrated my skin is if I don't use this in the morning. Highly recommend. This has also been helping with my skin a lot. It's the Mary Beauty Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. It's new. They just like came out. This is I think their first skincare product. It's another good thing for hydration. I love Mary Beauty's makeup products, so I'm so excited that they're expanding into skincare. Good morning, you guys. I feel a little bit more alive after my coffee, but was really tired this morning, and it's freezing today and it's really cold in our apartment, so I did not want to get out of bed. But being outside of the brisk air felt really like therapeutic today for some reason. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of like Big Bear or whenever we go to like the mountains in the winter time. So I feel like that was my first feeling of starting to be winter. I'm sure like in a week it'll be like 90 degrees again in LA, but that's just how it is. Today's a work day. I am currently working on my own startup. I kind of explained it a little bit in my last vlog, so watch that if you want to know a little bit more details of what I'm working on. I am just working on building V0 of the product just to kind of get it out there and see if there's actually a want. Solely focusing on the engineering side. I'm working on my own, by the way. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. And if you're new here, I'm Marsela. I make lifestyle productivity type vlogs. Feel free to subscribe, and I I'm gonna get to work now. I'm so tired. I feel so out of it. Okay, time to get to work though. Bye. I also have a live-in Python genius.
This is on.
I'm gonna fill you in on the backstory here. Let me know down in the comments how much you care about like technical details and how much you don't, but I will walk you through the pain that I was going through. So I was trying to transcribe a YouTube video. There are machine learning models already pre-trained that do that for you. The one I'm using is from OpenAI called Whisper. I was using it via Hugging Face. Hugging Face is like a hub where people can upload their machine learning models, and people can also use other people's machine learning models with like a similar protocol. So it makes everything a little bit easier. The alternative to Hugging Face is to just use the model directly. Use Hugging Face because there's a couple other machine learning models that I'll need to use. So I start doing it using Hugging Face, and I run into so many problems because first off, I'm like a total beginner in this space. Every little error I run into, I have to spend like an hour Googling and trying to figure out like, oh, what's a transformer? What's the pipeline, and what, like all these things. I'm just like, every single time I run into like a bug, I'm like spending an hour trying to figure it out. So I kept doing this, like I kept pushing through. Once I got it working, it was transcribing only the first 30 seconds of my video, which is the maximum size you could pass into the model via Hugging Face. Decided, okay, cool, if it's doing 30 seconds, I'll just split up the video into 30-second segments. And I try to pass each of those 30 seconds into the model, and it's like not working. It says that the sound file is malformed. I hit another roadblock, and this one I couldn't figure out for the life of me because the sound files look the same to me. Again, spent like an hour debugging. I then asked my boyfriend. My boyfriend is looking into it, and then he just tried running the Whisper model directly without using Hugging Face. In literally 3 lines of code, it like transcribes the whole video, so you don't even need to do it into 30-second clips. Transcribes the whole video in 3 lines of code versus a gajillion lines of code to like split up a video, pass it into the model, and then it not working, all these things. And so yeah, that's the story of how I spent like a week trying to use Hugging Face, and it didn't work out for me. But then we could use the regular Whisper model and do it in like 3 lines of code. And the 3 lines of code are literally the first block of code on the GitHub for the Whisper model, which is like, okay, cool, this is fun. I guess it was all a good learning process though, so here we are.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now. You just...
I've got a few things to share with you guys. So first, these are my first glazed pieces. Okay, they're not good because these are the first things that I glazed. These ones are supposed to be little flowers. They're supposed to be pink flowers. I should have just done more than 1 coat of the paint when I was painting them. And this one, it has a little heart at the bottom. Yeah, these are my first 2 little pieces that made it through the whole process. I have been making a lot of progress at the pottery studio. I've been getting a lot more comfortable, and I love every minute that I spend at the pottery studio. My current project is, I have 2 things made for my boyfriend's sister because I'll be seeing her at Thanksgiving and I wanted to make her something. And then I have a chip and dip, which I also want to bring to Thanksgiving. There's like a little thread in the group chat where we were all talking about something that we want to learn this year, and I said mine was pottery, so I think it'd be cute to like bring something that I made to Thanksgiving. I do have a small version of a chip and dip that I made, but next time I go in the studio I need to throw a bigger one. But yeah, next thing that I got, very late to the game, but I bought a crossbody bag. I actually bought 2. I know that the Lululemon one is often out of stock, but I happened to look one day and it was in stock, so I bought it. But then I went to Universal. I wanted one for when I was going to Universal, and this one wasn't going to come in time, so I ordered one on Amazon. This is the Lulu one. It just came. Oh she looks great. So this is the Lulu one, and then this is the one I got on Amazon. They look pretty similar. The fabric of this one feels a lot more structured. Like you can see I can like hold this, but this one is like very flimsy and very thin fabric for the actual pouch. The insides and the pockets are very similar. This is pretty worth it in terms of dupe quality. It's very similar. Last thing I wanted to share with you guys is some cookware from our place. This is not sponsored, but they did send me this for a future sponsorship. I am so excited. I got two things that are more obscure things of theirs. First thing is a cast iron pan. I've been wanting a cast iron pan for so long, and I got it in this like sage green. She's so beautiful. She comes with the lid. She's so pretty. Oh, and I think my favorite part is little guys, because the pan gets hot, so you're able to hold on to them. Really excited to cook up some recipes. And this is the other thing that I got from our place. Oh, she's light. I expected her to be heavier, but it's this baking pan. Okay, there were so many colors and I wasn't sure what to pick in this one, but I chose this beige, like stone colored one. My favorite part is this checkered parchment paper replacer. So it's like reusable parchment paper, but it's checkered and so aesthetic. I am obsessed with this. That's it for the new things that I got in the mail. There's these machine learning models that can take a piece of text and you can ask a question about it, and they will try to find the answer within the text. So I was trying to pass in, the full transcript of the video. I was downloading some videos about the Paula's Choice vitamin C serum, for example, and I was just asking questions like, is the vitamin C serum worth it? Or for what types of skins do you recommend this vitamin C serum? And it was hard to get like an exact answer because the model is essentially extracting a piece of text from the already given text to answer your question. But sometimes the answer is not that simple, especially with like a really chonky YouTube video or has so much text. It's hard to sum it up in like extract just one portion of the video just to sum up the whole thing. There's also other ML models that are sentiment analysis. You give it a piece of text, like for example, I love you, and it'll tell you whether it's positive or negative. That one's positive, but if you say I hate you, it'll say negative. So you can pass it a piece of text and you get like the general sentiment of the text. But again, it's hard to do that with a YouTube video that's like 10 minutes long and has like a brick of text, because that's a really hard problem. I don't necessarily need to do that right now. I can instead just focus on, if I'm searching for vitamin C serum for oily skin, I'll find a video where I can say this video talks about this vitamin C serum or a vitamin C serum with oily skin, and the person who's looking for that information can find it quicker. So I don't think I'll be able to extract exactly like the information that the person is wanting, but I'll be able to point them to it a lot faster. I think that's the route I'm gonna go towards for Fee Zero. Crazy how the sun is setting and it's only 6. I hate this part about winter, but yeah. Also crazy to think about when we were in Amsterdam over the summer. That was the farthest north I'd ever been on the globe. It's kind of crazy to think about, but the sun was setting at like 10 p.m. It was wild. You could say it's a bit windy. We just got back from playing tennis. I actually popped off after I turned the camera off. I promise I'm not just saying that. I feel like after I turned the camera off, we had some really good rallies. So that was a lot of fun. And because it was so cold, it was like actually enjoyable. Like it didn't get too hot. Really milking this cold thing here, but we're gonna make some hot ramen for dinner just because, newsflash, it's cold. If you've been here a while, you know that this is my comfort meal. Gotta get this ramen. This one is really good. This one or the black shin one, very good. Add mushrooms and green onion to it, and egg and shrimp for protein. It turns out so yummy and it's so quick. I ordered groceries this time and I somehow ended up with a shrimp that is unpeeled and not deveined. And doing the deveining is such a, like, I don't understand how they do it in the factories because it's such a like tedious process. Always get deveined shrimp, 100% worth it. I don't know how I just like didn't look closely enough and I ended up with a undeveined one. We just finished dinner. The rest of the night is gonna be just a chores night. My boyfriend's doing dinner dishes and then I have like a bunch of things to do. I have a thing of laundry in the dryer that I need to fold. I need to do another load of laundry. I need to wash our place cookware. There's something else I'm forgetting. Chores speed run, here we go. Last chore of the night before I shower. I'm actually gonna not use this cart. I used to keep this cart next to my desk over here, but we wanted this little, sorry, my tripod's there. We wanted this to be open. I also felt like the pink cart doesn't go in the living room. Obviously our desks don't go in the living room and that's not aesthetic to begin with, but I just thought that the pink cart added an extra like non-aestheticness to the whole vibe. I need to find new homes for all that stuff. Okay, I literally cleaned out a good amount of that and I had not hit record. gonna just chill for the rest of the evening. I'm so tired. Not only did I do all of those chores, but on top of that, I did the shower. Yeah, just really tired. I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night here by the fire with my tea and my book. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I wanted to thank you guys for all of the feedback that you left on my other vlog that I did about what I'm working on, and I asked your feedback on how you look for beauty products and all that. I really appreciated all of the responses. I'm thinking a ton about that space, so it really helps me to see and know other people's experiences. So I really appreciated that. That's gonna be it for this vlog. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.